Salve família de boa, Tonello aqui, cara, pro primeiro episódio do Wild Talk, entrevistando a galera do Wild Rift. E nesse começo a gente vai falar muito sobre e com o pessoal do Icons, né, do Mundial de Wild Rift, porque tá chegando e a gente quer saber o que essa galera toda acha. E pra estrear muito bem, eu chamei um dos grandes rivais aqui do Brasil, inclusive, o jogador da Sentinels, que é o Rest. Ele foi super gente boa, falou várias curiosidades, a gente fez a entrevista aí por áudio, então vou deixar uma gameplayzinha rolando suave. E você já inscreve aqui no canal, já deixa o likezão e já comenta também o que você achou da entrevista. E eu preciso dar uma melhorada na minha pronúncia aí. Faz tanto tempo que eu não falava inglês, mas tá tudo certo, deu bom pra caramba. Acho que foi muito legal. Confere aí, tamo junto. So, first of all, thank you so much, Rest, for accepting the invite and being here with me. It's a huge pleasure, and I think the Brazilian audience will also like it, enjoy it very much. And to start it off, I'd like you to tell me a bit about how you came to Wild Rift.
So I've been playing mobile MOBAs for a long time, and originally I was playing League on PC. But when I went to college, I couldn't afford a desktop anymore, so instead I bought a tablet. And then I got into Vainglory back then. And then from there, I got into Arena of Valor, where I was on a really good team, and we won all the North American championships.
Nice.
And then I had a break for a little bit, and then when Wild Rift came out, I decided to give it a shot, and it's been a lot of fun.
Nice, nice. What was it like to you to play at a shopping mall in front of people for the double NS finals? Had you had any LAN experience before that? Because obviously you said you played Arena of Valor, so I imagine you had LAN experience, but how was that?
It was really fun. I haven't been to a LAN for a few years, so it was nice to get that experience and just get to play at the or not the world stage yet, but it's just nice to be able to go and play on a stage again and play in front of an audience and hear them scream and people making plays, and as well as like be a part of the audience when I'm watching the other games.
Yeah, I mean, it must be very different playing at a shopping mall. I had never
Yeah,
seen that before.
yeah, it's the first time I've ever played at a shopping mall.
Yeah, and moving on, what's your take on the NA teams in general in terms of level of gameplay, level of performance? So, how do you feel the region?
I feel like NA is much better than what happened at Icon or Horizon Cup last year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like last year the team had some internal issues um, by the time they were playing on the stage, and as well as just yeah, I think we're better than we were showed last year. So I think we can do pretty good at Icons this year. At least make it like win some games.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Horizon Cup was also very short, right? You could only play like a bunch of games and then you lose, bye bye. If you win, that's it. So I also see a lot of evolution on the NA scene in general. And talking about this, what are your expectations regarding the icons?
We want to make it at least out of plans. Obviously, like we want to be able to win it all and do really good there. So hopefully, making out of plans and making out of groups would be pretty big for us.
And did you like the group you were drawing to?
Yeah, I think it was nice not to get any Chinese teams in our group, so we got lucky there.
Yeah, great. I also thought the same way, or not the same way, but rather the contrary when Omega got FPX. Where we're like, oh my god, Brazil is always getting messed up. What team do you look forward to playing against the most?
I kind of wish I was going to be able to play against Japan, just because they have some people that are really big in the Arena of Valor scene on that team. So it would have just been fun to be able to play against those guys again.
You mean Hack and Rush, by the way?
Yeah.
Everyone talks about them. What's up with them?
They were just really, really good in Arena of Valor. So they have a really big name from that.
How do you feel about facing against Liberty, one of the Brazilian teams, right on your debut?
So that's exciting for me. It'll be fun to be able to play against Brazil. The only time I've really played against Brazil was in scrims in Arena of Valor, whenever the Valor series was going on, and then as well as like when we played in one of our lands was actually at Brazil and Sao Paulo for season 2, so it was a lot of fun then. But yeah, it'll be fun to play against Brazil again. They're always like the players are always really fun.
Yeah, for sure we are. And what do you think about the Brazilian region and Wild Rift in general?
I think all of the Western regions are kind of behind Asia, so it's just going to be hard for all of us.
Also, there's something that I have to mention. That is this rivalry between Brazil and NA after Tribe lost 1-2 to TSM at the Horizon Cup. So, for us Brazilians, we're like, oh, we are the best region on the West, right? In the West. That's a statistic, and we use that a lot to sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what's your take on that?
I think Tribe at that point was having just a lot of issues, and so it's kind of hard to tell. But it'll be good to see when we play against Liberty first. Then we'll be able to decide.
Yeah, for sure. We talked a bit about Arena Valor and obviously Wild Rift. So, do you know, or do you like, or do you watch any Brazilian players?
I don't. I'm also a software engineer, so my schedule's been pretty busy. So after like working, I'd go and hop in scrims, and then for the most part, I was only watching like Chinese games. So I'm
Yeah.
not too familiar with players from outside of China.
Oh, I see. So you have two jobs. Let's put it this way, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it must be extremely exhausting.
It's worth it for esports. And then I'm also married, so my
Three
schedule is
jobs.
just yeah. Basically, yeah. I love my wife, but yeah, I'm just very busy all the time trying to balance everything.
Yeah. So shout outs to Rest's wife for, understanding the situation and letting you, right, play and, dedicate yourself to esports as well. And you said you've been to Brazil before, so what do you know about
Mhm.
Brazil, the country, the culture, like anything?
I actually have a friend that's from Brazil as well, and he lives in the United States now. And everything, like when I was in Brazil, I loved it. I love everyone that I've met from Brazil. I feel like everyone's happy that I've met, and they're just like wanting to have fun and goof around, and they don't take things too seriously. And I think the architecture in Brazil is also really beautiful. It's very different from the United States.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I don't have this architecture view of things, obviously, but
But after I've just traveled to a bunch of different countries, like you can see the different styles of like how buildings have been built and things like that. And I think Brazil is just so colorful and um, it's just really pretty. Where like in the United States, like everything's like most of the houses are like white or like some gray, S- and no one really paints the insides of their houses with lots of color. So
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And do you have any story from the time you came to Brazil?
I think my favorite part was when they brought us to a Brazilian steakhouse and everything there was so delicious.
Cool, man. Cool. It's great to know that you have some experience when it comes to Brazil, some knowledge when it comes to Brazil. And to wrap it up, I'd like you to leave an ending message to the Brazilian fans who will not be cheering on you when you play against Liberty, but who will totally and probably be cheering on you when you play against someone else.
Just thank you for watching our games, even if you're rooting against us. And yeah, Wild Rift is awesome, and I enjoy being a part of it.
E é isso, esse foi o Rest, que é ADC, enfim, né, jogador da Rota do Dragão da Sentinels. Eu espero que contra a Liberty ele perca, mas é claro que mais pra frente, que tem uma ótima sorte, conseguir a frente também no campeonato. Tamo junto, e é nóis.